Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be making it easier for you to explore the Louvre Museum. The easiest way is to buy your tickets online and get there a few minutes before the museum opens. It's open every day except Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But every Fridays they are open until 9:45 p.m. They're not gonna let you in 1 hour before the closing time, and they are gonna start showing you out 30 minutes before they close. The main entrance of the museum is the pyramid, but we actually have several entrances available for you. If you want to avoid the tourists falling in line in front of the glass pyramid, I would suggest for you to use the entrance located right beside this little Arc de Triomphe, located inside the Tuileries Garden. Just don't forget to buy your own tickets from the Louvre Museum's website, download it in your phone, and you are good to go. As I have said before, we do have several entrances, and we do have the Lion's Gate right here, located towards the Seine River. But this gate opens around 9 o'clock in the morning, and the carousel entrance that we're going to use opens around 8:30. So if you're going to come here a few minutes before the museum opens to beat the crowd, it's probably easier for you to use the carousel entrance and be there around 8:40 or 8:45, so you're at the front of the line. But my mom and I went down around 9 o'clock in the morning, so there are already people ahead of us in the line, but it's not too bad. If you do take the metro, or if you are driving the metro or the subway, and the parking area is also in the lower level of the museum. If you do love shopping, the Carrousel du Louvre is also a pretty good shopping area that's open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. They have L'Occitane, they have Brantôme, they have Hertz if you want car rental. And if you are hungry, they also have restaurants, including the world famous McDonald's and Starbucks. They also have a money changer, but I would advise for you to pull a Donald and avoid tax, international and commission fees by using the nearest ATM machine and pay a smaller international transaction fee. You are very welcome. If it's your first time in the Louvre, please take note that we do have 5 levels and 3 wings named after Richelieu, Sully, and Denon. Richelieu's the chief minister of King Louis XIII, Sully's the chief minister of King Henry IV, and Denon's the first director of the Louvre Museum. The museum has 5 levels, but it has 2 lower levels. We are located in the second lower level. Once inside, we're gonna have to choose one wing from Richelieu, Sully, and Denon. We are gonna start this tour in the Sully Wing, where we would be able to see probably the oldest part of the building. After looking at the oldest part of the building, we're gonna go look for Venus de Milo. We are gonna go look for sculptures of Minerva, Mercury, and we're also gonna look for sculptures of Michelangelo Buonarroti. Although we won't be able to look at Michelangelo's Pieta or David in this museum, we'd still be able to see a couple examples of his sculptures. And after enjoying and appreciating Michelangelo Buonarroti's sculptures, we can go look for breakfast on the Louvre's rooftop. I was not expecting anything good about the food, but I was actually very surprised that the croissants are pretty good, very nutty and toasty. They have good coffee and orange juice, and the best part is the view. After a nice breakfast, we are gonna go look for Raphael and Leonardo da Vinci's work, because if we only look for Michelangelo, it wouldn't be fair, so we have to go hunt and look for Leonardo da Vinci's work and Raphael, and along the way we'd be able to enjoy works by Caravaggio, paintings by Titian, El Greco, Delacroix, Ingres, and so much more. We are also gonna look at the crown jewels of France, and after that we're gonna run towards Richelieu Wing to see Napoleon III apartments and some more sculptures. All in all, this walk is around 4 to 5 hours, compressed into a 1-hour video. On our way to the fortress of the Louvre Museum, we stopped by in a small gallery of Vasari drawings. Vasari is Italian and a contemporary of Michelangelo Buonarroti. I also just have seen a small drawing named after or attributed towards Leonardo da Vinci. And this is the Sully Wing. We are gonna enter the fortress. There is just so much to see in the art museum, and even though we explored the museum for 4 to 5 hours, we still have not covered all of it, even though we were running and we were walking very fast. The Louvre Museum features works of art from all over the world, but we only have 4 to 5 hours, and we weren't able to walk all over and feature important work of art from Egypt, from Mesopotamia, from Africa, from the Americas. But I do have some other videos that feature works of art from the Babylonian civilization, and other art museums that I have visited in Berlin's Museum Island. So please feel free to check my Berlin videos whenever you have time, or if you want to see Ishtar Gate, which is one of the gates that you need to enter for you to see the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Also, the main copy of the Code of Hammurabi is located in the Louvre Museum, but since my mom and I need to catch an opera in the afternoon, we had to run, and I thought it would be nice to go back to the Louvre Museum to see the original copy of the Code of Hammurabi. I have seen an exact replica of the Code of Hammurabi in the Museum Island's Pergamon Museum, so if you want to see Pergamon Museum as well, please feel free to watch my videos from Berlin. So much of the museum that we see today is mostly an extension of this smaller fortress.
Dito tayo, Venus de Milo.
After looking at the fortress, we are going to go take the stairs to the right and look at Greek and Roman sculptures. It is a little confusing for me at first because I don't really care about the 12 Olympian gods, but Minerva is the same as Athena, Hermes is Mercury, Zeus is Jupiter, Hestia is, I don't know, is Hestia the same as Hestia with the Greek and Roman counterpart? They also have Bacchus, the god of wine. I think it's called the same. Bacchus. Ares is Mars. We also have Venus and Aphrodite. They are the same.
More Athena. Si Athena na naman ito.
This is Zeus holding a thunderbolt.
It looks like This one's Hermes. This is Addis. This is Aphrodite or Venus.
This is the famous Venus de Milo, the goddess of love. After all those sculptures, we are gonna end up in a grand staircase where they only display one sculpture. There is only one sculpture displayed in this grand staircase, and that is Nike of Samothrace, or Nike of Samothraki. And directly opposite the Nike of Samothrace is a hall full of Roman sculptures, and a little more past the hall of Roman sculptures, you'd be able to see the sculptures of Michelangelo Buonarroti.
Mamio, Cardinal Richelieu. This is Cardinal Richelieu. Mamili ka. Those two sculptures, very precious. Those two in the middle, very precious. Pero tinan mo to, ang ganda na to yun. Mercury. We got wings. This is Mercury. Wings. Look at this. This is Mercury and Psyche.
From here, we can take the stairs to have breakfast on the Louvre's rooftop.
Looks like it's crunchy and soft. There's a lot of meal. Mas manipis yung yung layers na to compared sa Cedric Carulay, which they probably this is very flaky. Less crunchy than Cedric Release. And because this has more folds and thinner layers. They make really good latte. Right, Mommy? See, my mom finished her. She chugged it. And then we have fresh orange juice.
Directly behind the cafe are the Red Rooms, famous for works by Géricault, Delacroix, and Ingres.
That's too bad. Mommy, oh.
If you like gory stuff, do not miss the Raft of the Medusa, which is a masterpiece by Géricault. It's a painting of a shipwreck where the survivors in the raft would have to pick one person or more to be sustenance, so they would survive the shipwreck. And it looked like 15 of them survived the shipwreck.
You can see the Nike from here. Nike of Samothrace. Samothraki.
This is by Angra. More paintings by Angra. We also have paintings by Raphael in this corner and on the other side as well. Michelangelo Buonarroti was once an apprentice to Ghirlandaio. And I don't know if people notice or if people know this, that or maybe they just don't have enough time to explore the museum, that they would fall in line in front of Mona Lisa to get 15 feet away from it. But we actually have a bunch of Da Vinci paintings exhibited outside a gallery of Mona Lisa. They are right here. You can be as close as you want to be, just don't touch it. This is The Wedding at Cana by Paolo Veronese. It's the biggest painting in the Louvre Museum. It's the scene where Jesus turned water into wine. It's located in the gallery of Da Vinci's Mona Lisa. And as you can see, it looks like a public supermarket, very noisy and very crowded. Even if you are double boosted by the COVID vaccine, you would still probably catch COVID in here. If you are ever in this gallery, do not forget to check Titian's paintings.
So we have Titian. Titian and Edward Mollien.
This one is by Raphael.
So we have Raphael, we have Da Vinci all over there. We have Da Vinci's. And then Michelangelo's downstairs. And then we have to look for
Caravaggio. I am a big fan of Caravaggio. He is a master of chiaroscuro. He used light and shadow to create intense contrast in his composition. It was also said that he influenced Rembrandt in his style of painting, and if you have seen Rembrandt's paintings, you would know that he is also a master of light and shadow.
Caravaggio died early, so he only has a few paintings. That's why this is very rare. Caravaggio here. And Caravaggio there.
If you are a big fan of details in a painting, you might like this painting by Bernini, and he painted paintings and sculptures inside this large canvas.
paintings inside a painting. Oh my gosh. Another crazy panini painting. Oh my gosh. Grabe, nakita mo mami yung ano, yung panini paintings na yun. That's crazy. Nakita mo yun? Nakita mo yun, di ba? Yung dalawang painting na yun. Now, they have a Greco. Another El Greco.
If you ever need to use the washroom is right in front of this Panini painting.
So the washroom is right.
I also found a marble portrait of Antinous, and it was said that Antinous was the gay lover of Emperor Hadrian. He died early, maybe when he was 18 or 19 while he was with the emperor, and they don't really know what happened. He probably drowned or maybe in some kind of freak accident with the emperor. But when he died, the emperor ordered his people to create sculptures of Antinous to be placed all over the place. And at the end of the day, people end up worshipping Antinous like a god in the Roman Empire. To the left of the Nike of Samothrace, we have a gallery dedicated to the god Apollo, the sun god. The French king thinks he is also the sun god, and maybe that's why they named this gallery after Apollo or Apollon. This gallery was designed to look a little bit like Versailles and inspired by the rotation of the earth around the sun. So if you are into astrology or if you are into horoscope, it would be fun for you because you would see January to December and the corresponding signs like Aquarius and all that. Do you know your astrological sign? If you know your astrological sign, please feel free to comment down below. My sign is Aquarius, and I am the kind of Aquarius that is weird and kind of all over the place.
Last time I was here, it was empty.
The ceiling is very elaborate, and if you look at the center of the ceiling, you would see Apollo's lace python by Delacroix. While I am busy looking at the paintings, I'm pretty sure my mom is busy looking at the diamonds of the crown jewels of France. Now we are gonna run through Greek, Roman, and Egyptian antiquities to get to Richelieu Wing. Right now we are currently at the very corner of Sully and Richelieu Wing. Now we're just gonna go straight through towards Napoleon III's apartments. And if you're in Paris and if you are inside the Louvre Museum, you can also visit Angelina inside the Louvre Museum. They make really good Mont Blanc and hot chocolate. My mom reminded me that it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I booked us a couple of seats to watch Midsummer Night's Dream in Opera Bastille. I got us a couple of seats to watch ballet, and it should be around 2:30, but we thought it could be nice to try a pastry or two before we go, but it looks like they were too busy. We were waiting for like 5 to 10 minutes, and we only have 30 minutes to spare, so we decided to just run. And I thought I would just have her try Angelina next time we come back to Paris. And now we are inside Napoleon III's apartments. Napoleon III was the first president of France and the last monarch of France. The end of his reign was the start of the Belle Epoque in Paris. Then from the apartments, we are gonna take 2 floors down to see sculptures that they took from all over Paris to be protected from the elements. If you see some of these sculptures outside, the ones that are outside are probably replicas. This sculpture looked familiar to me, and it's a copy of a marble sculpture from the Louvre Museum in Berlin. If you want to see the Louvre Museum, please feel free to check my Berlin videos. There is also another sculpture here that I found that I saw in one of the museums in the Museum Island in Berlin, and it's this one, but this one is also a copy of the original version. The Louvre Museum has a couple of courts like this. This one's the first one, and on the other side we have another one, and it's just right next to this one. They also have sculptures, and if you looked around Place de la Concorde, you'd probably see that some of the horses decorating Place de la Concorde are in here, and these are probably the original ones, and the ones outside are the copies. before we miss our shows in Place de la Bastille, Opera Bastille, located in front of Place de la Bastille, we decided to run out of the art museum to grab a cab to get to the show and watch Midsummer Night's Dream in Paris. Also, if you ever use a wheelchair and you want to explore the art museum, you are welcome to use the tube elevator of the museum. It's located right in the middle of the glass pyramid. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to like and subscribe. In the next video, we are gonna watch ballet in Opera Bastille and opera in Palais Garnier. And a little mukbang in a random restaurant that we picked in the middle of the night after watching opera in Paris. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you in my next vlog. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I will see you in my next vlog. Thank you.